this LeBron James, Luka Doncic, or is it
I've
Luka
heard of them.
Doncic, LeBron James, Lakers? I thought it was interesting. Said Sabalas the other day, said, I think it's Luka's team for the first three quarters, and I think it's LeBron's team for the fourth quarter. I found that an interesting comment. We'll get your comments on that. Let's hear. Do we have LeBron teed up?
Excited about today. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to play the game that I love for another season. And whatever the journey, however the journey, lays out this year, I'm just like super invested because like you just said, I don't know when the end is, but I know it's a lot sooner than later. So, being super appreciative of the fact that I could come up here, do another media day and talk to you guys and do all the stuff around here. So just excited about the journey and whatever, this year has in store for me. Still pushing me is the fact that the love of the game is still high. The love of the process is even higher. So that's what continues to push me to play this game. I mean, it's really that simple. Me training and working on my body and trying to get my body as close to 100% as possible every year is something that's like it's a beautiful thing for me. And just continue to challenge and see how well I can, push myself to, play the game at a high level, recover at a high level, be able to sleep better, mentally prepare, try to stay sharp throughout the course of a long season. And just like the roller coaster of an NBA season, that's all like gratifying towards me, to me, no matter the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I love that process. So I think it's a bigger, so much that goes into it, more than just, picking up a basketball and shooting it at the rim.
Last time we spoke with you in LA for after you signed the extension, we asked you about the changes to your physique, the nutrition, the changes you made. Now that you were able to get on the court in Eurobasket, what differences did you feel physically in Eurobasket compared to how you ended last season with the Lakers?
I would just say probably way less tired, a little bit quicker, like I said. Obviously in Europe there's 40-minute game. In NBA is 48, but we play a lot of games in not so many days. So I think fatigue is the biggest thing for me right now. To show like we can play with anybody. I think we had that one stretch that I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA. So obviously we had some new pieces to the team. So like I say, I'm very excited, and I think we can do some big things.
So
Well, I'll tell you what, you look at LeBron James.
Can it be two guys' team?
Yeah, I think so. If they're willing to share, and I think they're both, big picture oriented, and I think Luka Doncic is still in the adjustment phase to what it means to be a Laker. There's no Cowboys to distract the people. Like in Dallas, you know what I mean? Where you're something to do until the Cowboys come back around. Not like that here with the Lakers. It's serious business. And so I think I think he's starting to understand the level of expectation that comes with that uniform, and he's got a great person to help him learn that. I mean, look at LeBron. You talk about leading by example. Look at the shape he's in already.
Woo! I mean, LeBron looked like a statue there.
I mean, and he's showing up that way. And you look at how the story is, Zion Williamson's in shape. Luka Doncic is in shape. Okay, you're supposed to be in shape. You're supposed to show up ready to go. And so he's got a great example to show him the ropes of like, hey, look, do you want to be first team All NBA and no rings? Okay. Or do you want to take it to the next level and be an all-time great and get that 77 up in the rafters at crypto.com with the other jerseys that are up there? That's the question Luka Doncic has to answer. And I think LeBron's helped him to see this is what it takes. This is what you're going to have to do in order to do it. And it starts with showing up ready to go. And it looks like he's done that. So we'll see.
Another guy who just turned 37, he's ready to go, is Kevin Durant. He's got 2 titles, an MVP, 4 scoring titles, a 15-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 8th on the all-time scoring list, second among actives to LeBron James. He's now a Rocket stan, and as he enters his 19th season.
See myself sign a contract extension. I can't tell you exactly when that'll happen, but I do see it happening. And just seeing the quick progression of this franchise from where it was right after that James Harden, Chris Paul era. Seeing when Ime got here and how he turned it around so fast. Then I have some connections here within the organization, people I work with around the league already. So it just felt organic and natural coming into the gym, getting be a Houston Rocket for the first time. So I always have respect for this coaching staff, this fan base, this state, this city. So it feels right. Legacy is just such a it's a word that just got the definition of the word just got confusing over the last few years to me. So to me, it's just always about impacting and building good relationships within the organization. I just feel like every place that I've been, from the outside looking in, it may have been a tough breakup, from each team that I've gone to. But behind the scenes, I've built so many great relationships with people and lifelong friendships that have been formed from playing in these organizations. So I'm looking forward to just doing that and building upon that every single day. Building that bond, because who knows, people that work here now might get a better opportunity at another franchise, and it's just how the leagues work. So those relationships that you build on a human level is the most important thing. I think those are most impactful as you go throughout this journey in the NBA, is just who you meet and who you build with.
I love the comment from Frozen Wacky Bed. A Frozen Wacky Bed in the chat. When's the last time KD's had a haircut that clean? The barber's getting it done for KD, LeBron,
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, KD looks so much younger, man, with all tight like that.
Yeah, and bald bearded LeBron has me scared for everybody else in the West, because that's a good look on LeBron too. But look, I think Kevin Durant, it's a great fit for the Rockets, because Ime Udoka, they're going to play defense. They're with those young athletes that they got, they're going to be able to run. That they're going to rebound. They proved all that last year. Just the half court was a disaster for them, though. They were looking around kind of like, okay, what do we do here in the half court? And Kevin Durant can create his own shot anytime he needs to and knock them down. So I think in terms of fit on paper, this looks like a perfect fit for what Houston needed from last year, and some veteran leadership to go with what they have. He's raved about Şengün and the things that he can do. He said he's never played with a big who can do all the things that Şengün can do. So we'll see.